Hi, in this lesson, we will discuss some of the file and directory commands used in Linux. File and directory commands are essential for managing file and directories in CLI or terminal. We will discuss about some of the commands like pwd, cat, touch, ls, mkdir, tree, cp, mv, rm, and rmdir that are used for creating and managing files and directories. So let's get started with the demonstration. For the purpose of practical demonstration, we will be using a virtual machine installed with Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8. At first, we will have to access the Linux terminal to execute all the commands. To access the terminal, click on the Activities menu located on the top left corner and select the terminal icon. As you can see, the terminal has opened for us. You can double-click on the title bar of the terminal to get the full screen view of the terminal. You can press Ctrl+Shift+ on the keyboard to increase the font size. You can press Ctrl- to reduce the font size. Discuss one of the file and directory commands, the pwd command. pwd stands for Print Working Directory or Present Working Directory. The pwd command displays the absolute path of the current working directory. As you can see from the below output, it displays the absolute path of the user's home directory. Let us see how to create files using cat command. Now, to come out of the typing mode, we have to press Ctrl-D. To verify whether the file is created or not, we can use the ls command. As you can see from the output, it displays the file that was created in the previous command. Let's see how to see the content of the file. As you can see, when you execute cat followed by file name, it displays the content of the file called file.txt. Next, we'll see how to add or append some more data to this file. To verify whether the line was added, let's execute cat followed by the file name. As you can see from the output, along with the previous line in the file, it has appended a new line into the file. Now let's discuss about touch command. Touch command is used to create empty files and update the access and modification time of a file. To verify the size and modification time, we can use the ls command. As you can see from the output, the size of the file is 0 bytes, which means that this file is empty. And the modification time of this file is 1560. To view both the access and modification time, we can use the stat command. As you can see from the output, it shows both access and modification time of the file file2.txt. Now let's see how to update the access time. To update the access time, the -a option is used along with the touch command. Now once again, with the stack command, we can verify that the access time of the file has been updated to 1518. Now let us see how to update the modification time of a file. As you can see from the output, the modification time of the file has been updated to 1518. Now let us discuss how to create directories in the Linux file system. Directories can be created by using the command mkdir. We can verify the same by using the ls command. As you can see from the output, it displays the directory which we had created in the previous command. Now let's see how to create multiple directories by using mkdir command. As you can see from the output, we can see the directories that was created in the previous command. Now let us see how to create hierarchy of directories by using mkdir. Hierarchy of directories can be created by using the -p option. To verify this, we can use the tree command, which displays the hierarchy of a particular directory. As you can see from the output, we can see the hierarchy of the directory called directory 1. Now let us see how to create the copy of the files and directories in the Linux file system. A copy of a file can be created by using the cp command. In this command, file1.txt is the name of the source file which we had created in the previous exercise, and file1_copy.txt is the name of the destination file. Now let us verify the content of file1_copy.txt. As you can see, file1_copy.txt contains the same content as we have in file1.txt. Let's see how to copy the file from one location to another in the Linux file system. Here, file1.txt is the name of the source file, and dir2, it is the directory which we had created in the previous exercise. The dir content of the dir to the dir2 using the tree command. As you can see, file1.txt has been copied into dir2. Now let us see how to copy multiple files into a directory. Once again, in this command, File1.txt and file1 underscore copy.txt are the two files which we are copying into the directory D3 which we had created in the previous exercise. Now let us verify the content of dir3. Now let us see how to copy a directory into another directory in the Linux file system. Make sure that you use -r option when you are copying one directory into another directory, as it copies all the subdirectories and the files inside the source directory into the destination directory. Now let us verify the hierarchy of dir4. Now let us see how to move the files from one location to another in the Linux file system. As you can see from the output of ls, file2.txt has been moved into dir2. We can verify the same by using the command tree followed by dir2. Now let us see how to move one directory to another directory. Now you can see that the directory 2 is being moved to directory 3. We can verify this by running the tree command on directory 3. As you can see here, the directory 2 has been moved inside directory 3. Let us see how to rename files in Linux. To rename the files in Linux, we use the same command mv. As you can see here, previously the name of the file was file4.txt. Now the file has been renamed to file400.txt. We can use the mv command to rename the directory. As you can see here, the directory 3 has been renamed to directory 30. Now let us see how to delete files in Linux. Files can be deleted by using the command rm. As you can see here, the file1.txt has been removed. Let us see how to remove multiple files using rm command. Here, the file2.txt and file3.txt has been removed. Let's see how to remove directories. Directories are removed by using the command rmdir. Whenever we want to use rmdir, we have to ensure that the directory is empty. So let me execute the rmdir command on directory 30. As you can see here, this command could not remove the directory as the directory was not empty. Let's try the same command on directory 4. You can notice that the directory 4 has been removed because directory 4 was empty. To remove non-empty directories in Linux, we use the rm command along with -r followed by the name of the directory. Now you can notice that the directory 30 has been removed. Here, -r option is used to remove the directory. This option ensures that all the subdirectories and the files inside the directory 30 is first deleted before deleting the directory 30. Now let us understand in detail the ls command. The ls command is used to list all the files and directories in the current working directory. ls command can also be used to display the list of all the files and directories in some other directory. As you can notice here, the ls command here displays the list of all the files and directories under the /etc directory. To display the long listing of all the files and directories, we use the ls-l command. Here, -l option is used to display the long listing of all the files and directory. The long listing means it displays all the properties with respect to each and every files and directories in the current working directory, as it displays the permission, the link count, the owner of the file, the group owner, the size of the file, the timestamp, and of course, the directory name. Let us see how to display all the files, including the hidden files in the current working directory. We use -a option to display all the hidden files in the current working directory. The hidden files are identified by the presence of dot in front of the file name. So, if I have to display the long listing of all the files and directories, including the hidden file, then we can use the option -an. To list all the files and directories based upon their size, we can use ls-s. But if -l option is used, we can also see the long listing of all the files and directories, which also shows the size of the file. As you can notice here, the list is sorted based on the ascending order of the file size. To list this result in the reverse order, we use R. Now the output shows the long listing of all the files and directories based on the descending order of the file size. Now let us see how to list all the files and directories based upon the modification time. As you can see from the output, the file has been listed based upon the modification time. In this case, the file which were created recently will be at the top of the list, and the files which were created earlier that will be at the bottom of the list. Suppose if you have to do the long listing of a directory, we use ls-ld followed by the name of the directory. Here, D option is used to display the long listing for any particular directory. Let us see how to display the inode number of the files and directories. Here, -i is used to display the inode number for all the files and directories. Inode number is a unique number which is assigned to all the files and directories whenever the files and directories are created. In this lesson, we have covered some of the commands with respect to file and directories. Thank you.